What is up, YouTube? The Zelda Duelist is back with a new deck video. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm very inconsistent. Before I get into this, apart from that, this is my third deck profile with Dragoon as a cover card. I think I need to explain my actions slightly. Basically, I was explaining to my brother about different decks and people played, and one of them that came up was, stun. This is technically stun control, and he was like, "Huh? Do you think we could build one?" I went, "Well, yeah, but I'm not using any cards we can't use in a deck." And I'm like, "Okay, do it then." So this is what this is. Technically, it's stun control and burn. You've heard of Table 500? It's basically one of those decks. But also, what I'm ashamed to say, this is actually quite decent. As I went up into it with first is Synchron deck, which lost, and then my current branded list, which lost one round but won the best of three. And I gotta say, when Dragoon is an option, you might want to take it. But anyway, let's get into the deck profile. 60 cards, by the way, and it's doing alright. So first up, the two garnets of the deck, really, in Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician. Because we're playing Red Eyes Fusion once again. Yeah, we're doing this again. Well, could be worse, right? Well, we're also playing Dark Arm Dragon, a card that gives anyone who played in the time period of, I think it's 2009, a heart attack. Because this card was a menace to society in the Teledan format. And, of course, to round off the higher level monsters of this deck, we have one Artifact Scythe. Because why not? We get into, now, the battle traps. The battle hand traps, really. That's what I'm going to classify these as. With Mahama, the Fairy Dragon, Gentlemander, Gargar Gardener, and Battle Fader. Battle Fader is a classic one for stalling. But however, Mahama the Fairy Dragon, because this deck's also burn in a way, Gentlemander because I can, and Gargar Gardener because he's searchable. And then we play some other generic level 4 monsters, because we want to summon Baguska the Terribly Tired to appear and ruin our opponent's day. We have 2 Photon Thrasher, because it's searchable and we want to see it more frequently than other level 4s. 1 Summoner Monk for 3 special from deck, and 1 Evil Swarm Mandagora, in case we're going second and we want to summon Baguska before we carry on comboing. And to round off the monsters, we have 4 monsters left, 3 of which stop attacks. The other one's just for drawing in Marshmelon, which can't be destroyed by battle, 2 Winged Karibo to protect their life points, and Card D to draw more cards. And that rounds off the monsters. Already, this is looking like a very janky list, which it is. Then we get to spells. Automatically, we have the 1 Ref, or Red Eyes Fusion. The Ash Magnet, we want 3 in this list, along with Red Eyes Insight. I don't have a Red Eyes Insight. I only have 1. So this is what we've got. 1 Extravagance, because we want the more draws. The 1 Duality, because it's funny, I guess. We want to look through our deck for Red Eyes Fusion. Then the other 3 draw cards we play is Card Destruction, because if we're against the right opponent, that will ruin their day. And 2 copies of Monster Recovery, because we want to. Because when I mentioned it to my brothers, so if I want to reuse either Dragoon, which you can't use Monster Recovery for, or Baguska, there's your answer. Just shuffle it back into the extra deck along with some other cards and draw a new hand. Don't ask why I made this. And the other 2 search cards we play is 1 Rotor, but the Gardeners or the Photon Thrasher, and 1 Terraforming. For the only Floodgate we play, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, because that pairs well with Dragoon. Now, I was also mentioning how this is a burn deck. What's the first burn card you're going to see, and the only burn spell in this entire deck? Well, it's Burning Land. This is a card you've probably never seen before. How it works is pretty much, when you activate it, you destroy every field spell on the field. So, yeah. Not great now, Mystic Mines. It was out to Mystic Mine, but no, Mystic Mine's gone, so, But in every standby phase, that player takes 500 points of damage, meaning it is a very long-winded burn strategy. And unironically, it's 1 games. And then for stalling purposes, we play 3 copies of Swords of Revealing Light. We play 3 swords because, well, it's funny that way. You can just swords, wait 3 turns, swords 3 turns later, swords 3 turns later, and then they just suffer and cry when they can't attack even 9 turns. And with Burning Land, that is 4,500 points of damage to them. Playing a deck like Hero, well, they've lost half their life points. We're not done with spells, I need to place in place. Final spells we play is 1 Wonder Balloon to lower their attack points, because we can. 1 MST to pop our own Scythe or get rid of a back row card. 1 Book of Moon, because we can. And 2 generic staples and Raigeki, Dark Hole, because I only have 1 of each. And that's it for spells. Yeah, this is a mess, but also it works wonders when it works, which is frequently consistent because of this is trap cards. Starting off with the battle traps, we play 3 Mirror Force, because we can. 3 Magic Cylinder for the burn. 2 Boo Boo Game, to if they hit, recycle any trap card, any normal trap, or reduce damage to 0. 1 Storming Mirror Force, to bounce back every other monster they had. 1 Impenetrable Attack to either protect our monsters or bounce. 1 Sakuretsu Armor, because GOAT format, and it's just a Mirror Force for 1 monster. Spellbinding Circle, so that paired with Baguska, they could stick one of their monsters in defense forever. 1 Chaos Burst for the Battle Trap and Burn, but not great. And the final one, Scrap Iron Scarecrow, for repeatedly to stop attacks and constantly reusable. Isn't it once per turn? Yes. Do I care? No. And that's it for Battle Traps. Now, normally in a stun deck, you'd see stuff to negate. The negates. We have negates, only the good ones are currently being played, so instead we have 3 cards for negates in Phantom Knight's Fogblade, Magic Jammer, 7 Tools of the Bandit. We would have 3 Dark Bribe, but that's being used currently in a different deck. So this is what we have. And then also to basically stop summons, really, we have 1 Bottomless Trap Hole and 1 Torrential Tribute. That's it. This is basically our interruptions from summons. And then, because of the way we are, we like to troll. So we play 2 copies of the Drama Trio, because that pair with Torrential Tribute is a grand 900 points of damage. 1 Raigeki Break, to just destroy something. And 1 Light Force Sword, because it's surprisingly come in clutch. And that's it for the troll cards. There's 3 cards left. Cards are surprisingly useful. Hope for Escape for more draw power. Jar of Avarice. Hear me out. Shuffling Dragoon back into the extra deck after they managed to out it or something. Or they've Kaiju'd it. Which is fair. And you get a new card and recycling your traps, which would just annoy the opponent even further. And then we play 1 Necrofusion to reuse Dragoon. And that's it for the main deck. If you couldn't tell, we are playing basically table 500 with this. We are playing Jank. And that's exactly what was laughed by my brother. Now the extra deck, it's 15 cards. We can actually summon this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these cards. Let's go through them. 1 Dragoon, the boss monster of the deck. It burns, it controls. What more do you want? And it's a negate. What more do you want? And it's pretty powerful. 1 Baguska for stalling purposes. And it's funny against decks that don't play links, like, Synchron, as a horror example, or Fluanderies, where you go, yes, here's Baguska. Suffer. And Time Thief Redoer for stealing. I mean, that's pretty much it. Because, yes, this deck could work for deck out. This deck's win condition is beat them over the head with Dragoon. Burn them. Go for time in the tournament. Deck out. Or make them forfeit because it's so stupid. And the final, 5 cards you can play. Final 2 is number 27, Dreadnought Dreadnoid. And number 81, Super Dreadnought, Rail Cannon Super Dora. Oh boy. We play these two in case we want to get a big wall that they can't beat over unless they play Access Code or another high attack point monster. And that's pretty much the playable ones. What do we have left, you may ask? Simple. Cards for extravagant fodder. Okay, we do want more Dragoon, but I don't have more Dragoon. Pick 1 Chimera, the Flying Mythical Beast. Eldritch, the Mad Golden Lord. Cyber End Dragon. Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. Trickstar Bloom. 3 copies of Heavy Metal Foes Amalgam. 1 Geonetta Transversa. And Dino Wrestler, King T Wrestlex. Because I want to be able to pot of extravagance effectively. And I know I've not done any test hands in videos before. So how about we do the first one ever with this deck? Because why not? So let's shuffle. I will have to do a lot of shuffle work on this deck because it's a menace. So, yes, I hate shuffling this. So thick. Wait. No, wait. It's a big deck, okay? Let me just move my camera a bit. And move my mat. Yes, this is a new table, by the way. Now, let's have a look at the test hands we get. You get 1 Gentlemander, 1 Raigeki, Photon Thrasher, Mirror Force, Wings of Karibo. Let's say we go first. Simply put, it's Special Summon, Normal Summon, XZ Summon. Now this is up to your choice here. You can either go for Baguska. Personally, I go for Redo in this situation, but that's me, personally. You set 1, you pass. Let's go second, you probably want to go Baguska. Yep, that's a test hand. Done. Combo. Let's go for 1 more, because we can. You know. So some of you will actually learn how to play this deck. And if you know the basics of Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play this deck, by the way. Because it's literally set a bunch of cards, pass, pretty much. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a full hand of traps at this point. Swords! And we have Red Eyes Fusion, we have Game. But look at this. Now this is a more combo hand. So you start off with your extra. And you would shuffle. Now you hope to Christ your Soul Dragoon does not get banished from this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You draw 2. We draw Dad and Swords. Meaning, we have all 3 copies of Swords of Reading Lights in our hand. But what did we banish? We banished. Baguska's gone. And Dragoon, we have lost combo. And now, the new combo, this is banished. The new combo, it is set Storming Mirror Force, Swords of Revealing Light, and pass. Again, you lose Dragoon, you've lost your win condition, pretty much. It's your best card, this deck. And I'll go for 1 more. Because it's funny trying to tell people this deck's fun, when in reality, we're not much better than those who play Master Duel with Eldritch Stun, solely because I need to wins. And I've just lost the extra deck again. I'm sorry about this. I'll sugar this. Yeah, this'll do. What's that there? Right. Final test hand we have Card Destruction, lovely. Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Magic Cylinder, Boo Boo Game, Sakuretsu. So I'm going to do something what we call a big brain play. We set this in the field zone. You cannot see this now, so I'll put it there so you can see it. Then we just Card Destruction. Make them discard their whole hand. Draw 3 more. And look at that, we have Red Eyes Fusion. You just set one. This seems like the sort of combo you would do when Dragoon was first released, because you can't be a teacher of you, and also Dragoon is a menace to society. If they open the Ash, you got boned, but now you have no fear when going for other card. Now you're allowed to flip over your Secret Village to negate all their spells. You pass. They can only monster effects, unless you have spellcasters, and traps. And let's be real, no one's playing traps this sport. No one, except trap dedicated decks, or very good trap cards are making it their way. I mean, Rivalry of Warlords, Go's End Match, Macrocosmos, Skill Drain, and every other Floodgate trap card. And there you go. That's the video. I'll leave Dragoon there. I just want to say a huge thank you for the 13 subscribers. It means a lot. I never thought I'd get this far on YouTube, if I'm honest. And yeah, like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. I have a Discord in the comment section down below. Just place to hang out, chat. In the comments and description. There you go. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please don't judge me too badly for this list. Adios.